Recent studies have brought to light the substantial therapeutic potential of psychedelics, particularly in treating mental health disorders. These substances profoundly change our perceptions and thought processes, and could introduce new treatment methods within medical settings. Psychedelics have transitioned from being a cultural staple to facing widespread stigma. Historically used in traditional rituals, these substances gained immense popularity in the 1960s. However, rising concerns over their potential for abuse led to their classification as illegal drugs, marking them as harmful to mental health for over 5 decades. Yet, have you ever considered how these substances might actually work to improve the mind? Over the years, the view of psychedelics has shifted dramatically, from a long-standing taboo to a promising medical breakthrough. Recently, there has been a renewed interest in the therapeutic capabilities of psychedelics, especially in their potential to treat conditions like PTSD and depression. This resurgence emphasizes a critical re-evaluation of their role in mental health treatment. So, let's explore the fascinating world of psychedelics, the neuroscience underlying their effects, and how they could be used to treat mental health conditions. Psychedelics, also known as hallucinogens, are a class of psychoactive substances that profoundly alter perception, mood, and cognitive processes. Psychedelics are found both in nature and as synthesized compounds. Psilocybin, for example, is a natural compound obtained from certain mushrooms and is known to significantly influence perception, cognition, and mood, often inducing feelings of euphoria. And LSD and MDMA are synthetic drugs that similarly affect mental health and emotions. In fact, ancient civilizations like the Maya and Egyptians incorporated psychoactive substances into religious ceremonies and healing practices. The alterations produced by psychedelics are typically intense and can lead to non-ordinary, weird mental states and a noticeable expansion of consciousness. These effects are primarily induced by the substance's interactions with serotonin receptors in the brain, particularly the serotonin 2A or 5-HT2A receptors. 5-HT2A receptors are one type of serotonin receptor found throughout the brain, especially in areas linked to sensory processing, thought, and emotion. So you can imagine how this can affect our perception of the world. The interaction of psychedelics with the brain's serotonin receptors leads to a cascade of changes in brain activity, affecting the association cortices and thalamocortical connections. The association cortices integrate sensory data and support complex functions like thinking and remembering. And the thalamocortical connections are the pathways between the thalamus, a central hub for sensory information, and the cerebral cortex, which handles higher-level tasks such as cognition and perception. The changes psychedelics produce in these areas can profoundly alter how we perceive the world, affecting our emotions, sense of time, and even our sense of self. There's even research showing that psychedelics make us more empathetic. Beyond their effects on mood, perception, and cognition, psychedelics can also transform your beliefs. Research has shown that using psychedelics can lead to lasting changes in deep-seated philosophical beliefs. Specifically, users often shift from a materialistic view of the world to embracing concepts like panpsychism, the belief that everything has a mind, and fatalism, the belief that all events are predetermined and therefore inevitable. For panpsychism, this shift in belief has been shown to persist for at least 6 months and is linked to the amount of psychedelic use. Knowing this, it's not surprising that many people explore psychedelics for personal and spiritual growth. At the same time, such profound changes in brain function may also be beneficial in psychotherapy, notably in treating mood disorders, PTSD, and other mental health issues. Did you know that our brain has the ability to rearrange itself by creating new neural connections? This process is known as neuroplasticity, and it is an essential mechanism for memory, learning, and adapting to new situations. Psychedelics have been shown to enhance neuroplasticity both in live subjects and lab studies. Essentially, these substances help the brain's nerve cells connect in new ways. One of the most significant applications of psychedelics today is in treating mental health disorders. First, let's start with depression. Did you know that psychedelics, specifically psilocybin, are showing incredible results? According to a study published in JAMA Psychiatry, psilocybin can significantly reduce symptoms of depression, even in those who haven't responded to traditional treatments. Psychotherapy alongside a single psilocybin dosage significantly reduced depression symptoms, which continued for up to 4 weeks. Imagine getting relief that lasts for weeks from just a single dose combined with psychotherapy. Now let's talk about PTSD. This is where MDMA comes into the spotlight. Oh my god, so many acronyms. MDMA, PTSD, LSD, blah blah blah. Okay, let's go back. MDMA-assisted therapy has been a game changer, drastically reducing PTSD symptoms often after just one session. In fact, when scientists compared MDMA-assisted therapy to just therapy with a placebo, MDMA's benefits for PTSD were greater than those of any currently available drug treatment. That's pretty amazing. This suggests that MDMA-assisted therapy might be the most effective option we have right now. The results have been so promising that phase 3 clinical trials are underway. Moving on to substance addiction, another area where psychedelics, particularly psilocybin, are making strides. When used alongside psychotherapy, psilocybin has helped individuals dramatically cut down on heavy drinking and smoking. In fact, a study showed an average reduction of 83% in heavy drinking among participants, showcasing the potential of psychedelics to revolutionize addiction treatment. Lastly, let's touch on a sensitive but profoundly important area: end-of-life anxiety. Psychedelics like ketamine, psilocybin, and LSD have been observed to not only reduce anxiety and depression in terminally ill patients, but also enhance their overall quality of life and spiritual well-being. The impact has been significant, yet we need larger, less restricted clinical trials to fully understand and verify these benefits. While psychedelics have shown significant potential, they must be used under strict medical supervision. I mean, this whole video has been about how it can change our brain, so I think we should be careful. Utilizing these substances in regulated health facilities or under the guidance of medical professionals not only ensures safety, but also enhances their affordability and efficiency compared to traditional psychiatric treatments. This approach could greatly influence the current health policy. However, not all experts are ready to jump on board. A survey revealed that many psychologists, while generally open to the idea of using psychedelics, still express concerns about their risks. Given the profound changes these drugs can induce in key brain areas, their apprehension is understandable. Additionally, many psychologists admit to lacking comprehensive knowledge about the effects of these substances. Despite the therapeutic promise, integrating these substances into mainstream healthcare presents legal, ethical, and logistical challenges. Overcoming these hurdles will require collaboration among scientists, health professionals, and lawmakers. So, what do you think about using psychedelics in mental health therapy? Let me know in the comments.